Hey. Cheers, everybody. Savage AF.
You
That's
got
what
to
the show
have
is.
faith to enjoy this show.
That's what it is. Savage AF, y'all. Fuck your feelings, facts matter. That's our motto. As the building builds itself, as the people come in, we thank you for being here. I'm your boy, Black Pedro.
Yo, what's going on? This is Shang, and I'm gonna tell you something. It ain't nothing without the party with the people. If the people ain't partying, then the other thing is you got to play these things that the people like, so the people come to the party, and that's what we do. The people come to the party. We got Maya Baker already and Damani Jones.
Cheers.
Both of them are peoples. Yo, Savage AF, we're here Mondays and Fridays, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then actually Tuesdays through Thursdays. We're on 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Tell your friends that we are in the building when you get a chance to watch us live. But
live.
Say you
when
don't
he said
get to watch us
live. when he says live, we're on YouTube and Facebook.
Is that where we're at?
At the same time.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
If you're watching us on one of those, either or. If you miss us live, okay, first of all, your feet smell like donkey ass.
Yeah.
Okay?
Wow.
That's your problem.
Wow. Right. Even donkeys smell your feet and go, fuck you doing? What happened?
Get on the live feed. Our comment section is active. I see y'all building in right now. But if you do miss us live, we do have a foot wash for you.
Right. And you can go on there and watch it, like it, and subscribe.
On our YouTube page, youtube.com/c/SavageAFWorld. All one word. It's scrolling at the bottom of the screen when you get there.
Yep. And you know what? You gotta press. Look at my finger. You press the little thingy. Well, you
tap in
the thingy. That's what you do. And then go to the page. If you like some of the shows that you watch, give us this. Got you all in check. Now, we got some people in the feed, but I want to say to the general public, we got some more followers over the weekend. I've been trying to between doing shows. Shout out to the people in Long Beach. Slab Factory was fire. Thank you guys for coming out to the show. Fantastic show. Good crowd down there. Very good crowd down there. Late show. Got some shows coming up that we will be talking about this week. I'm going to need y'all to come out to those live shows too. Tacoma, Washington will be popping off. If you're into Tacoma, Washington area, say you have to be in the area. I'm going to be at, it's Nate Jackson's Super Funny Comedy Club, May 13th through the 15th. I forget the feature's name. He's whatever. I'm a hater. But it'll be a super funny. Make sure you check it out 13th through the 15th. Tell your friends to come out to the show. I will not be dressed like a Viking, and there won't be a bunch of white people worshiping me.
No.
It's going to be a mixed crowd. So come out to the show. In Tacoma. Also, we're going to be doing some more shows in Cleveland, Ohio, and we're going to be doing shows in Chicago, Illinois. Coming up the end of May. We will let you know the information. And also next weekend, I'll be in Vegas. Viva Las Vegas! I'll be at the Dirty at 12:30 on the 20th in the South Point Casino. And then I'll be at the LA Comedy Club for a special midnight show. One show only, midnight show. One show. It's for the veterans. It's a veteran show. So we'll be there.
You're a goddamn veteran, Shang. In this game, check this out, man. If you aren't up on it, make sure you're following us on Facebook as well. Savage A.F. 2 dots.
It's I'm going to do the Trump hands. It's going to be huge. It's huge.
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 Yeah.
And so make sure You check us out there, but then don't stop there. Then we'll get right into the show. We're gonna jump right into the show with the rundown on the run up on the rundown. Follow at Black Pedro at Black Pay.
Instagram, y'all. That's Instagram, y'all.
Yeah, on Instagram. Make sure you follow him on Instagram, and then follow at Comedian Shang on the gram.
That's also
gram.
That's also my Cash App or my Venmo.
Right.
I will send you dick pics. Not mine. It might be an animal or like whatever. But you will get something in return.
Maya Baker, I am not sure. I was supposed to come to Tucson, but I am not sure if I'm going to come because they are trying to change some of the details of what I request to come to a show.
Blue M&Ms, nigga. You know what they
mean. You know what I like. I like a one-legged hoe jumping on in the corner like a pogo stick.
No,
you know that's what I want. No crutches. She can't have crutches. What's Queen Bee in the building? Let's give a shout out to some of the people that we get to the
Damani
show.
Jones, Bronda, Pam Knox, Zenat, Lynn. I see you, girl. Man, thank y'all for being here. We really appreciate y'all every single damn day. Like Shang said, we're here for you Monday through Friday. This Monday is May 2nd. We're into my birthday month. Okay.
Yeah, it gotta get turned up. Pedro will be 25.
Plus 20.
Plus 20.
I don't even matter. I'm not afraid to tell you.
That's weird that I think about the fact that you are now
40. I'll be 45 in 24 days, y'all. Let's get it in. Gemini season is coming up.
Wow.
Get your shit together, y'all. Ronald, I see you as well. Ronald, you and Humphrey in the building. Yeah, man. Let's get it going, y'all. All right. So it's Monday, May 2nd. Woo, let's get this week started, man.
Let's get the rundown on the run up on the rundown.
We're gonna run up on your ass for some information today.
Right.
A lot of jokes.
A lot of jokes, a lot of shit going on.
A lot of shit talking. A lot of Shanger. I'm gonna end with a Shanger.
A little bit of Shanger, yeah.
We're gonna talk about the acceptance of white subparness. Subparness.
Yes.
These are what I call my intellectual hands, where I'm like, this is the talk about the subpar nature of the acceptance of. All right. Before we get into that, Black Pedro pop in. I got a 21-day challenge for y'all. Let's talk about it. All right. Stay tuned. All right. This just in. Before we get into our pop in today, we are going to talk about the trial of America, as a judge is currently right now deciding whether or not a trial can proceed towards reparations for Tulsa. Let's talk about it.
Right.
But before we get into that, we're back with our critical question. Y'all motherfuckers say what?
Yes.
And let's talk about when that jail date get too good for you. Girl, you do some things, won't you?
Wow.
Y'all know there's like a corrections officer, and has disappeared with a convicted, an alleged murderer, I believe. Let's talk about it.
That's a little different saying where I murdered that ass.
Yeah, I killed it, dog.
I killed that ass.
Yeah. What you say? Dick of death, Shang? Dick of death.
Dick of death.
But before we get into
so good, it's good enough to die for.
Hey, well, speaking of to die for, man, this weather is about to get like that. The heat is on. It's on the streets. India and Pakistan are currently experiencing a heat wave, unprecedented, historical. They've had the hottest Aprils that they've ever had in recorded history. Temperatures in the 90s to hundreds for the majority of the month. Again, It's April. Typically, it's not that hot anywhere on Earth yet, really. You know what I mean? Not like that.
Well, this is a map of. This is a map of Ahmadabad.
Ahmadabad. Ahmadabad. That's
and New Delhi and
Lucknow, Calcutta.
But if you look at Calcutta, you look at the other ones. Hyderabad. If you look at Hyderabad and Ahmadabad and Lucknow and New Delhi, the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday forecast is 113, 112, 113, and it's averaging 107 minimum. So
again, we're talking about April.
We're talking about April. So this is motherfuckers going to work. This is just somebody
just trying to check in at
just trying to.
security. That's all.
That is how hot it is.
But in all seriousness, and I know we thinking like, well, what the fuck India? Some of y'all like, what the fuck India got to do with me? Well, some of y'all got Indian in your family. I know
And
you've
some
been
of y'all got
saying that.
Indian in your head right now.
Right, exactly.
Trying to act up brand new.
So don't act like it's not flammable. Okay, just let's watch out for that.
Where you gonna get your hair from? Where you gonna get your hair from, you bald bitches? Okay.
But on a on a more global scale, right? We obviously, like we're saying, we're in the Southwest, and we're well aware of these water shortages and dry ups that are occurring out here.
Yeah, we're not allowed to use water. You're not allowed to water your lawn, but once or twice. Is it once a week?
My mother, yeah, they have in Vegas. They have restrictions on when you can water,
right?
And like, days where you can at all.
Now, when it comes to you can only wash your ass once a week, I'm killing everybody because I can't live that way. Like if I got to smell like this, somebody got to die.
I got two words for y'all: baby wipes. Okay, that's what we do.
Yeah, I've done the bum baby wipe clean thing before, where I've just bought some baby wipes and said
I'm not gonna lie, man. I did a show in this town called 23 Palms. There's a military. It's in California. There's a Marine base out there, right? I wasn't at the base, but there was a lot of Marines in the audience that night, and I got to chit chatting with one of them, and he told me about this experience where he he was like alone in a cave in Afghanistan for like 6 months, man, like just by himself, like on a mission and shit, right? And bro, I ain't gonna lie, this motherfucker looked me into my eyes and he's like, you know what kept me sane? You know what saved my life while I was in there? And I thought he was talking. I thought he was gonna say my training or
love of my family.
Yeah, something, man. My picture of my girlfriend. This motherfucker looked me dead in my eye. Grown ass man said, "Baby wipes." Yeah, I was able to keep clean, and that helped me stay sane. And baby wipes, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Well,
but now in this time, because I've been talking to my mother about storing water. Let's get as much water in the house as we can, and we might come to a point where these utilities won't be available to us. And yeah, how do you wash your ass? Look at Ukraine. I mean, I heard stories of people, they haven't taken a shower in 50 days, dog.
Now that's a choice. That's a choice. Fuck around. Come on, man.
You could do something. It's raining.
You could do something. You ain't got to have
no, man, but could you imagine that? Like
chunks of shit on your ass. That's your fault.
But I mean, like, imagine going like months without being able to wash your ass.
I can't leave the house until I wipe until there's nothing but clean wipe. I cannot leave the house without that. I'm sorry. So I'm not. And plus, if you look at what's happening with they said there is no global warming. There is no global warming. What the fuck is this then? 112, 113, 112 throughout the day? What the fuck are you talking about?
AJ Fitz salutes, bro. He said they won't show it here, but in Spain, scientists and lab coats were protesting about climate weeks ago. And, there have been a lot of voices about it. AJ also says a scientist here set himself on fire on Earth Day, but never made the news. I'm like, bruh, you gotta schedule the press conference before you set yourself on fire. And maybe not the best way to protest everything,
right?
But you're obviously committed.
Right now, Helmo was right. You're all gonna die.
Welcome to India, bitches.
Yeah.
For everybody.
You motherfuckers, you smell something? That's your ass burning, you fat bacon eating fucks. I'm letting you know something right now. And by the way, that's one of our guests that comes on the show all the time, Helmo. It's Helmo.
He's our man on the street right
He's
now.
a man on the street right now. But right now, I mean, people are throwing. I'm on fire parties. I'm just telling you right now. This is what's going on right now because we didn't listen to the fucking scientists that said this before. And I agree with you, AJ Fit. The scientists been saying this shit forever. That the shit is getting hotter. Yeah, that the polar ice caps are melting. That polar bears are going to barbershops and getting their fur shaved off because it's like, man, this shit is.
Well, there ain't no ice no more, so they're like, well, fuck it.
Ice, man. Well, fuck it, man. It's weird seeing a polar bear get a fade. This is what's fucking happening
Yeah, and I
right
want
now.
it bald on the side.
I need on the side, but like leave me a little bit of hair on the
Well,
top.
taper that bitch though. Taper
So I
that bitch.
still look intimidating to the SEALs. You know, the SEALs is because the SEALs be talking that shit and they jump in the water.
They be barking at niggas, man.
Yeah.
Stacy P, I see you out here.
So, but I'm just saying, why
go
don't
ahead.
we pay? I'm going to ask you. I'm going to ask everybody. Then you have to respond to this with a very sharp response. Why do you think that Americans specifically don't listen to scientists that have been saying global warming's been going on? Why do you think that Republicans and there are some blue dog Democrats that use this as a platform to say global warming is not real? I need people in the feed to answer, but specifically Pedro. Let's go.
Because Shang, as you did with America in the founding of our forefathers, the Lord shall provide.
Wow.
I ain't seen a lick. Not a nan, not a lick.
Not a nan,
a science in the Bible. Okay?
Okay, is that it?
The Lord shall provide.
So if Jesus don't come
take all your fancy school books and your physics and your biology.
Right.
Shang.
I'm asking you, man. Wow.
The Bible is the answer.
I agree with you. Religion. And they think, well, Jesus is gonna come with a big fan and he's gonna make sure we're all cool. And it's not the case. You got to think. Maya Baker said it right. And so it goes against capitalism and corporate greed. The corporations don't give a fuck if we are set on fire. All they care about is their profit.
But you asked about Americans, Shang, right? And like corporations aren't Americans. They don't. Nationalism means nothing to them, right? That's why corporations ship jobs to India, Pakistan, China, anywhere they can get something made cheaper. They're gonna do it. To hell with American jobs. They don't give a fuck about America. So, but I still agree with Maya, absolutely. But it's like, to answer your question specifically, saying, I think it's this dumbing down of America,
right?
And then which leads to this collision of religion, science, belief versus information.
Jesus.
You know what I mean? Like, well, I just don't think that clouds would do that to us. It's like, that's not how science.
I look at the clouds and I get comfort. Okay. One time,
I don't know why you would say they would attack
my
us.
woman left me because she was fucking a neighbor. And I looked into the clouds and the clouds said everything's going to be okay.
It looked like a roasted ham. And then I went and got a sandwich and felt better.
I felt better. You know what? I think it's because you're right. The dumbing down. That's why I've dumbed down my fucking comedy act. I've dumbed down my life because people are fucking dumb. And
we as a people got to smarten up because
it's about to go down.
Because AJ Fit is bringing up another point here. Places are about to lose the use of water power because sea levels are down. But look in India's and back to this story, and then we'll bounce from here because we got to keep it moving. But looking at India and Pakistan specifically right now through this heat wave, they're facing now a loss of crop. And you understand that India is one of, like China is like they're the two most populated nations on this planet. They literally both have over 1 billion people in their country. So a loss of crop is not something that either of them can.
The heat is going to lead to starvation.
And it's also leading to, and it stresses the power grid. So people are losing power.
Yeah, and you know what's going to happen? They're going to lose, and they're going to be starving, and they're going to have to eat their neighbors.
Alex Jones. Right. Alex Jones.
But let me tell you something else before we bounce. Other than roll around, Earth. Roll around.
Stop, drop, and roll, Earth.
Stop, drop, and roll, Earth. And do you think we are doing it to the global warming? Is it because of us? Or is it just because the Earth said it's time for the dinosaurs to come back? That's what Jurassic Park says.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm along with the lines of Pamela Knox here, where she's like, the ultra wealthy must have another planet ready, or they really don't care about
us.
About
their offspring
survival.
I clicked it too fast.
Yeah,
and Pamela, I have a sweet black box. What?
I think he's able to see like footage.
Okay, but
outside of this American bubble,
we're gonna move on. But I'm gonna tell you right now, sometimes Americans feel like, well, it's just America. I mean, that's in India. What's it got to do with us? I mean, goddamn it, the sun is shining differently.
It's not just punishing India right now,
right? But you know why? They're towel heads. I mean, they got towels. Why can't the towels soak up the sweat from the heat? Come on, man, shit. America never has those problems because we're perfect. because we're America. Now, somebody,
yeah,
man. So if somebody actually tuned in to us live when I said that, that's called the bullshit. I am bullshitting you. Of course,
sarcasm,
I don't believe
yes.
that. Sarcasm. Yeah, it's bullshit. We don't think that. I know that Pedro thinks the same thing I think from the standpoint of if the shit doesn't, like by the time Pedro, because his birthday's coming up, if he has children, they're going to be little charcoal briquettes.
Yes, they will.
Because
come here, little bricklets.
Exactly. Bricklet, get in here. I mean, I'm telling you.
Yeah, this is Brickisha.
It's gonna be. When they say I had a hot time last night, they're not talking about a good party. They're talking about it's gonna be that bad. It's gonna be that bad.
That's funny, man. Because you know why? Because it's like that's a real person that really set themselves on fire. Like they're a stunt person. You know what I mean? But even though that was like from some movie or something, what a TV show, something like in real, like on a set, yeah, like that dude's really on fire. They're just like protected and stuff, but it's also like a crazy thing to do for a job to be like a stunt person that sets themselves on fire. Anyways, we're gonna keep it moving. We'll all be on fire soon, so whatever. Meat tastes better that way, anyways.
Right. Oh, Maya
when
Baker,
you eat your neighbor, just catch them.
Just catch them. They'll already be cooked up. Well done, Maya Baker. Before we move on, I agree with you. And they clowned Al Gore.
They tried.
Well, doesn't the world come back around?
Well, didn't it? That didn't.
Yeah, it's fucked
who's
up.
Who's winning now, bitches? All right, man. Savage AF. You know what it is.
No, it's not who's winning now. Who's laughing now?
Yeah, exactly. How you like me now? All right, here we go, yo.
Next
That's how we
topic.
Do it. We're gonna keep it moving, guys. Critical questions always go down on this show, but the number one question, most critical that we ask, sounds like Adis.
Motherfucker say what? Yeah. Motherfucker say what? Say yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
Yo. All right, man. So this is kind of a wild story here. You know, one of them is this is, you know, life imitating art, imitating life, but it's a manhunt going down in Alabama. What do you say? Alabama. There you go. Alabama. An escaped convict named Casey White. He's 6'9", by the way. Feel like it's hard to hide out at that height. That's not him.
No,
that is not him. Shit, what is that? That's not the dude. We're talking this white people shit we're talking about, man. You can't blame a black person.
There he is. I pressed the wrong one.
Yeah. He must have looked like that in jail. But either way.
I don't know who this is, but yeah.
That was from that show, Banshee, I think. Yeah. This is a good one. But either way, Casey White is the dude name. He is, I think, being held on charges of murder. Definitely a murder dude, right? Like one of them murder guys. He and an assistant director of the correctional facility there have disappeared. They
gotta get married.
Her name is Vicky White. His name is Casey White. Her name is Vicky White. They are not related, but they do have the same last name.
But they're both white.
But she did several things that were, outside their protocol. She said she was taking him for a mental evaluation to the courthouse for a mental evaluation while there was none scheduled. She also broke protocol by going alone. After, quote unquote, dropping him off at the court, she called in and said she was going for a medical evaluation because she wasn't feeling well, even though no appointment was ever made. There we go. The whites. Literally, we're not being racist at this point. Both of their last name is White, so these are the whites.
So it's not a white racist thing. They are called the whites.
Just the whites.
We're gonna milk the fuck out of. We can say the whites.
Okay. So the whites, man.
She went and got those convict condoms that hopefully don't tear when you're getting butt fucked. I have no evidence. We have no information it's possible that she could have been coerced, but none of the evidence so far. I mean, it's highly suspicious. Also, she had been talking about
retiring for a while. In the time leading up to this, and it had just put in her paperwork for retirement, and the day they go missing was supposed to be her last day at work. I'm gonna tell you right now, people, they was fucking. They've been fucking, and she fucking right. They had a Motel 6 or a Red Roof Inn, or just some shit called Charlie's Motor Lodge, somewhere in some fucked up part of the most fucked up part of America, the South.
Yeah.
With F's, the South.
Okay, but you know what? There's women that love people that are in prison. Like, yeah, baby, when I get out, I'm gonna rob, rape you, but
you know where your man is at all times. So.
Yeah, that's true. But the bottom line is these two whites. I think she absolutely was coerced, but I see this. I've seen more than once. I think she definitely helped him get out. She definitely was, that prison, like you said, prison dick, prison penis, a lot of ferocity.
Must I'm sure he gave it to her. 6'9". He must have done it right. But again, they are out there. The U.S. Marshals are looking for him. Firm. Pam Knox says coerced with the dick. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
It's called cock coerced.
Cockhorsed?
Cockhorsed, yes. But the bottom line is everybody knows that she probably won't get in trouble, and he'll probably just go back to jail. It's like,
I just don't like. Let's say this is a cooperated, escape where she had, because they're charging her like they're looking for her too. They're accusing her of participating. They don't know if it's coerced or not, but at this point, like I said, the shit looks like it looks highly suspicious. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna retire tomorrow. Oh, I'm gonna take this prisoner to the courthourhouse and then I'm gonna retire.
Then I'm gonna retire.
Oh, I don't feel so good, so I'm gonna stop by the doctor.
Right. She retired. I just need to take some time off so I can sit down on this dick. Let me tell you something.
Do they watch them? Are they watching movies where you think this shit could happen? Where you really think you just gonna she thought they was gonna get down to Ensenada, Mexico, and sell mopeds on the beach. Like, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, look at this motherfucker. This nigga looks psycho. Look at him. He is up for murder.
And the thing is, there's a lot of women that get cockticized by is it dicticized? A lot of you women in the feed have been dicticized, where you like, oh, he gave you the dick, and now you do just absurd shit that ruins the rest of your fucking life. I've been pussicized because I end up with a fucking kid. But the point is that I'm not my personal shit.
But if you look at her though, he looks like a purposeful psycho. But she just looks like she has like peach cobbler for brains. I'm not gonna lie. Just like, if this is your leader, I'm quitting the job, right? Like, I'm not. So she don't look like the brightest star in the sky, not the sharpest tool in the shed.
Yeah. And her nose is wide from all of the.
And she might be the most stable horse in the barn, but because she got the teeth for it, she got the grill for that. I'll give you that, Queen Bee. I see you.
Well, but, let me ask you guys something now. Why do women? Digmatized. Why do you women? I'm making it a woman-man thing. Part of it's just to push buttons. Why do you women? All these good men that are free, haven't murdered anybody, at least to your knowledge.
Don't plan to, yeah.
Don't plan to. All those motherfuckers, oh, he too nice. But then the motherfucker that just stabbed a baby in the throat makes your pussy wet. Why is that? Why is it you women go for these fucking psychos? The bad boy, the guy's like, yeah, but he only, like you say, he choked 2 people. It wasn't 2, it was just 1. You're always taking up for these idiots. Okay.
Pam Knox said, have y'all seen Love After Lockup? Lots of guards go to jail and lose their jobs for fucking inmates. Some are featured on the show.
Wow.
Well, I again, I have no evidence. I can't prove it. But they fucking right now.
Wow.
They got Uber Eats on the way with some Chinese food or Chick-fil-A.
And if they get away, it's a romantic story. It's a romantic story. But trust and believe. After a while, she's gonna say the wrong shit, and he's gonna go, "Bitch, you know I've killed people before, and I ain't got no problem killing you."
Somebody gonna be like, Dirk Nowitzki and a Horsetooth bitch Horsetooth Barbie just walked into the bar, man. I swear to God, they're here. It's Dirk Nowitzki, the goddamn, and then Horsetooth Barbie. They're
He's
here.
6'9".
Where's he hiding?
Where's he gonna hide?
In a sequoia tree? Like
exactly.
What the fuck?
What's he going on Avatar Planet? We see you, you fucking giant beanstalk of murder. What are you talking about? But the thing is, you women, I'm always making it like that. You women like the murderer guys and the bad guys.
I'm about to kill it.
Pedro could be over there brushing a puppy. And you go, oh, look at him brushing the puppy. He looks so nice. But then you see the guy over there punching an old lady in the pussy. And you go, that's the man for me.
Her pussy just can't take it. Mine can. That's what some of y'all say.
Oh, wow. This sounds real personal. She looks like a fucking cop so much.
I mean, you know, what's the they're overseers of a different kind within the penitentiary system.
Does it happen in halfway houses, Pamela Knox? Because I was in a halfway house and I never got fucked.
Not even halfway?
Nah.
Yep, here we go again, Stacy P. I see you, girl. All right, man. So yeah, that's your motherfucking say what for today. You know, that thing got good to her, I believe, and that is why we are seeing a assistant deputy director of the corrective facility missing with a.
Your dick is so good, we can run away and we can make it.
She's like, I know what you could kill tonight. This pussy.
I mean, he murdered a guy, and you're like, oh, if I ever want to cuddle with anybody, it's this guy.
Her logic, well, he doesn't murder women's. All right, man, we're gonna keep it. Speaking of murder, America's done it so many times to us. One of the most egregious examples is, of course, the Greenwood neighborhood of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Right, Black Wall Street, as it was affectionately named. Right now, as we speak, there is a judge deliberating over whether or not to allow a reparations trial to proceed.
Right.
Which is to say, hey, guys, we know that whatever exists here now was our ill-gotten gains. Don't act like we can't figure out what happened or how to repay. Get the fuck out. This wasn't your land. Figure out there are 3 survivors. They are each over 100 years old who were sitting front row center at this hearing today. And there they go right there, man. Each of them over 100 years old were obviously babies, you know, young children when this happened. But there are descendants of all of these families that exist that can be traced, that is easy to, maybe there's work in it, maybe, but it's very, very possible to do this. It is not like, oh, well, we don't know who to
what happened. Let me tell you what it is to all you whites. Listen,
the whites, we could put them back up there. They're on the run right now. So
they're on the run right now. They're probably down there. It was you. It was fucking you. You know you did wrong. You know you burnt these people out. You know you took their businesses. You know you fucking killed, maimed, and murdered people. We got proof. Give it up. Pay for the shit and keep it moving. That is it. This is a wild part, Pedro. Okay, like we know that we got proof. We know that everybody knows what they did in Tulsa. We have records. There are white people that said, "Yeah, we kind of took their shit," and they still are debating it. At least this judge put it out in that atmosphere for people to debate it. But the white people that know they did dirt and benefited from it, they don't want to discuss this. This is the same as critical race theory.
Yeah.
This is critical race theory where they go, well, I don't want to know. I don't want the people to know the truth about Tulsa, Oklahoma, that we literally burnt their businesses to the ground and drag their kids and drag women out. And this is a fact. This is not just, oh, Shang, you're making that up. And beat them in the head with a Billy, what's it called? Billy clubs.
Billy Club, yeah.
Billy clubs. Where they said that you saw, this is one of the documentaries I saw in Tulsa. Literally, people were stepping over brain matter.
Oh yeah, bro. You know, I think most of our audience is well aware of what happened there, and at this point, you know, rehashing it isn't the necessary point, right? What we want to talk about, and Maya Baker brings it up. That's just one of many across the country. They stole Central Park also, but the reality is, she's right. This occurred in many places, but Tulsa historically has been held up as the most egregious example, and you know, and like the term Black Wall Street shouldn't be taken lightly. So you know, it is important in this to see whether this judge does allow this trial to go forward, because as Maya Baker says, this isn't the only place it happened. So legally within courts, a great thing that is useful is precedence, right? So once we can get a trial in Tulsa, hopefully some sort of conviction and verdict and reparations, then a whole new precedent can be set for all these other areas. Rosewood, right. You know what I mean?
A lawyer can go, and as we can speak in the Tulsa precedent, as soon as he can say that, they go, God damn, they got us. Run for it, Billy. They're going to get us. I mean, that's what it is. It's so crazy that we know this happened. And just like in Philadelphia, where they bombed people while they're in their house, it happened to people of color. It happened in Wyoming. It happened in Tulsa. It happened in Montana, Florida, where there are situations where they literally went in. And in fact, there's a beach out here in California where they took their beach, and it was a Black-owned beach. And now they had to give it back, and people are fighting like, no, what's the use of giving it back now? We already had it. No, motherfucker. You would have never gained that financial fucking value if you wouldn't have had it. You wouldn't be a multimillionaire. You got to get up off that motherfucking mouth. Get up off that fucking money. If you could send money to the Ukraine, and you could buy gold toilets, and you can just have Mar-a-Lago have a wing built off of it, you can give that money to those people in Tulsa that were the descendants of the people that were murdered and burnt out from their own shit.
And that area should be vacated of any current occupants who are not
any businesses,
tied to that legacy, their original ownership.
Any businesses that burnt out a business that was Black owned.
Maybe give them the opportunity to buy it back. You know what I mean? At current value. You know what I mean? Like maybe not every descendant of Tulsa, a Tulsa victim, wants to be there and run a business or whatever. So yeah, but make Haagen-Dazs fucking pay. I just picked a random company. I'm sorry.
But
I don't know why ice cream is even.
You know what? Cold Stone's really good though.
Yeah, but just, okay, you either have to give this up or buy it back from whoever, whatever it is. But reparations have to be handed out for these things.
Right?
It just cannot stand.
Either you give the money, or a big Black dude comes in and
cracks you in half.
Yeah, he cracks you in half. Big Black prison daddy.
Rain of Love, we see you in the building as well. But I also call it Trial of America because back to Maya's thing earlier, like it is a true sort of precedent setter that needs to occur. We need to set a precedent in some place.
They're not
that, and we've done stories about cities that are doing reparations on a scale, but when we talk about Tulsa and Rosewood and these other neighborhoods and communities, Central Park, New York, like we have to understand the economic impact that it sets and the sort of fundamental identifier that it creates for America, in that these actions, these incidences are the epitome of the worst part of America. Right. And they get at the core.
Pedro.
You
Stop
have
it.
to fix it.
Critical race theory. I don't want to hear it. White people ain't bad. They're not evil. We never did. You're making my son feel
Bad or
bad
evil
about his
never
life.
came out of my mouth.
You're making my son feel bad about his life. You're a mean person, Mr. Nigger Pedro. That's what you are. I mean, it's like, yo, you stole shit. You benefited from not only our work, our labor, Asians' labor. If you look at Latino, brown people's labor. And now we are at the wokeness part of it is we're awake now. We want our shit back. We know you burnt down Tulsa. We know you were murderous mobs, period, the end. I don't give a fuck how bad it makes your little bitch ass child, yogurty ass kid feel. You burnt motherfucking people's businesses that they built, black banks, black businesses that we had, and then you march them in the street and beat them.
Doctors, lawyers.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Entrepreneurs. Pam Knox. And so, that was the worst part of America. Pam Knox asked, what's the best part of America? Us, girl. Us.
Savage AF.
We the best. Well, not just Savage AF.
We the best.
You too, girl. You brown on the get
All
down.
I do is win, win, win. No,
That's
I don't.
what it is.
I know, but no, and you know what? I agree with you, Raina. Just give them the whole town back. That ain't gonna happen.
Right see, now, what they'll do is right before you give it back, they'll dump a bunch of, I don't know, dead rubber with old cow bones.
Yeah, and toxic. It'll be all of a sudden
the property value will go down quicker than
right.
Yeah,
they'll give it to us, and then they'll pull all the federal funding that they were supposed to give us to say, "Hey, you can have it, but you ain't allowed to have electricity."
Oh yeah. By the way, we're taking the river with us. Like what the fuck?
What? Wait, I'm gonna let you know something.
How you take a river?
You had the buildings, but they had no bricks. What?
No, but yeah, like all these are not unsolvable problems. If all of this can be calculated to a monetary value, but right now, let's stay focused on this day, and the next steps ahead is hope.
And we will follow
hoping
up
that this judge, of course.
Yeah. We will follow
hoping that this judge actually allows this to go forward.
I hope this judge does it. If not, you're all gonna die anyway. We're gonna have a civil war.
Welcome to Helmo.
Hey, I'm gonna burn you all to a crisp. God damn, this is a weird world. This Savage AF is brought to you by these two motherfuckers. Also, want to let you know, because we're going to jump into something. I'm going to do this quick, more sooner in the show. Make sure you check us out on all the social media platforms. You already know what it is. You check us out on all the social media platforms. On Facebook, we are SavageA.F. Make sure you check us out on Savage. And also, go make sure that you click the little bell. Follow us that, and also ding, ding. All right, now check us out, Black Pedro on IG, @comedian on IG, and like and subscribe our YouTube channel, or you're a dirtbag and you're from a long line of dirtbags. If you don't give us a thumbs up, you stink.
So bad.
Stink
I
so
can smell
bad.
you right now, even through the YouTubes. All right, man. We're going to keep it pushing, y'all, as we do. We're going to do a little something like this.
Hey. It's your boy Black Pedro, popping in. Hey. With another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'.
Hey. It's your boy Black Pedro with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'. Oh, first of all, I forgot to introduce you all to the newest member of our cast here. This will be my official drink cup on the show. You know I imbibe or hydrate, however you want to look at it, during the show a lot of times. This Detroit versus everybody.
I'm giving you the gas face.
Shout out to Laura Maldonado and all the Maldonados from Detroit who are out here this weekend. We went to see the Tigers. We went to a Tigers game. They happen to be a Dodgers game.
Hey.
5-1 victory.
You know what? Fluffy was also at Dodger Stadium. What does that got to do anything?
Hey, we
Detroit versus everybody. Let me tell you something before he gets into his little diatribe.
Last drop.
Detroit versus everybody. Detroit's always talking that shit about we're against everybody when everybody's not against Detroit. It's a false equivalency. It is not true.
Absolutely,
There
everybody
are
is
people that
you ain't
like
never been
Detroit.
there. You ain't never lived there. What you know?
I never lived there. There are people
Everybody's like New York State of mind.
Okay, no.
You can make it here. You can make it anywhere.
Stop it. Stop it.
Yeah, y'all niggas would shrivel up and die on these. If I took you to Mac and Bewick right now,
okay, yeah, agreed. Why is that a good thing? Why the fuck is that a good thing? I'm just saying.
Once the rose make it out the concrete, you have to recognize the beauty.
Detroit,
a rose in a rose garden is just it's got nutrients in the dirt.
Nobody's hating on Detroit. I've been to Detroit multiple times.
Everybody hates Detroit.
Nobody hates Detroit.
It's like Chris Rock.
That's not true.
People come to Detroit and they try and slap it in the face. Then they get shot and they're like, Detroit's mean. Yeah. It's like, you slapped Detroit at the Oscars.
Well,
you deserve to get your ass whooped. All right, here we go, man. I'm going to get into my actual pop in today because y'all can't even challenge Detroit today. Yeah. I get it. You're from New York. He thinks we're on the train and he could just say whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's how New Yorkers are. They're like, hey, yo, fuck Detroit, bitch. You know, he's like, come on.
Hey, Detroit can shook my gut.
Yeah, this could have started. This could have, nobody was, that's not even, I was introducing was the new cast.
I know, but yeah.
Detroit versus everybody.
Everybody.
My new official drink cup. That's all. Beyond that, I have I got to sneeze and then.
Right?
Yes. Wow. I felt it coming. I was trying to fight it back. All right, I got a new 21-day challenge for you guys. This has nothing to do with ice buckets or some dance. Yeah, there's no dance in there at all. So this has to do with the one thing that means anything in life, the most important thing in life. Money. Okay. This is a 21-day challenge to get rid of $5,000 of debt. Now, I don't have $5,000 in debt, but I was intrigued by the notion because I was like, well, if I don't have $5,000 in debt, maybe I could use this 21-day challenge to create $5,000 of surplus, right? Now, one thing that was the first thing it says, obviously, and we hear this about, debt reduction and stuff is, get with the company to consolidate your debt. Okay. So that's something that's going to work off the bat. The number 2 suggestion they had was really had me interested was play bingo. Apparently there's an app called Bingo Cash that will pay you anywhere from $1 to $80 of real money just for winning bingo games. Okay. Apparently it's not intrusive, not a scam.
Well, that was fucking stupid.
It's got a 4.7 star rating. So I mean, like if you sit around daily and play games, though, you know what I mean? Like I got a couple games I play, waste a few minutes, clear my head, whatever. Maybe play some bingo, win some money, right? It says cancel your car insurance. Okay, fine. That's on day 3. You should cancel your car insurance. Find a better rate.
What? Oh yeah, I gotta
find a better rate.
Yeah.
Not just fuck that bill. No, it meant like just.
I'm about to say, man, come on, dude.
Most people don't, and I'm getting this from an article called "The Penny Hoarder," and I don't want to shout out any necessarily specific companies at certain points, but there are places that will help you find, a better insurance rate. Again, it says on day 4, you could win money for playing solitaire. Solitaire Cash. I'm not trying to endorse them, but according to this article. It's not as because I've seen these ads and I'm like, yeah, right, nigga, money for solitaire. I'm like, but according to this, it's non-intrusive. There's not a bunch of ads either. It's just
really. I gave blood last year.
Yeah. Now here's where we get into more practical things. Days 5 through 7, you want to build a sustainable budget. Okay. And we all live different lives, but. Let's get into that. Day 8, you could get money for watching cooking videos. So, I don't know how you're wasting your time out there, right? I don't know how you're doing this, but if you're on your phone all the time doing blah, 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 maybe some of these things where they're like, you could win money for playing this game. Well, give it a try, right? Why not bring in, if you're wasting your time doing it anyways, Candy Crush or whatever, look in the mirror. Are you doing it? I've already admitted, hey, yeah, I waste my time on some games sometimes.
Wordle!
But I learned new words on Wordle.
Okay, I'm just saying.
I really don't.
Wordle! All right.
Days 9 through 16, commit to a no-spend challenge. Just don't spend a goddamn dollar if you don't have to.
Now, how you gonna get around in the car with no gas? Push
Steal,
that bitch?
Shang, you steal.
Oh, well,
That's how you survive days 9 through 16. You rob motherfuckers.
right.
But don't
Uber and
spend
Lyft
money.
them went up. Come on, what are you talking about?
If you just jump on the trunk of the car, they gonna drive faster.
Yeah, I don't
And
know
then
about
you'll just
that.
get there faster, bro.
Raina's right. Gas went up, and Uber and Lyft gone up too. So DoorDash has gone up everything. How you gonna do that? That's bullshit.
So it's basically a bunch of everybody for 21 days. Just try it. Hey, the little surveys that say you can get paid to do it, the little games that say you could get paid. Just give it a try. Give it a try.
You sure?
Queen B says ride a bike. Now we done cut gas out. Between and during the no spend challenge, days 9 through 16. Get on that bike, baby. You know what I'm saying? There you go. I might try this though. I'm just gonna see what happens, man.
Give it a shot.
I've never done any of these things, so
My 21 days. I say there's no fucking.
and I'm bored.
way
I'm
I could do that.
just bored right now.
There's no fucking way I could do it. It's none.
Do what?
The
This
things
21 day challenge? Like the no spend.
The no spend. No, there's no way. There's no way.
I obviously they don't mean like if you're hungry, don't buy food.
Yeah.
It's like just on that non-essential shit. When you waste your little monies here and there. Oh, let me just get a little peppermint patty. You at the gas station. You came there for gas. Put the Fritos down.
Right. No, there's ways. Like I save money in a lot of other ways. I was spending a lot of money on prostitutes. I mean, a lot.
Yeah, I meant to talk to you about that, dog. But
I know, but I'm good now. I cut it down.
I ain't know how to approach it.
I was 2 a week now, which I think is a pretty good substantial drop from 7 a week. So I'm making it's called the No Hose Challenge.
There you go.
And I've been 21 days, no hose.
Give it up. Shang's going holeless, y'all. He is not spending money on prostitutes.
You know what? After
at least not as much as he used to.
Right. And people say eat at home and cook at home. Queen B, yeah. Or don't hire ladies of the night. And you can save. In fact, don't be in a relationship. Because if you're a man and your relationship, chances are you're going to be paying for dinner far more than she will. That's right. I put another Kevin Samuels in your face. Bam.
Hey, and let's just say that you can't, you have a problem and you can't stop, buying ladies of the night or whatever.
Right.
Might I suggest trying ladies of the day? The day shift is always cheaper, dog.
Always cheaper.
The night is when they all the freaks come out at night. Yeah.
Yeah.
But during the day, you get the half price ones, man.
Right. Day hose are cheaper.
Yeah, it's
day hose are cheaper. So yeah. I'm just letting y'all know that I'm working on it from a different angle. I don't try to feed my children at all.
No, I mean when you told me about that, I was like, he's on to something.
Yeah, they won't. They'll be all right. And they're young.
If they want to live, they're gonna live.
Right. They'll be all right. They'll find food.
Yeah.
Another one that I don't do. I don't know what you do, Pedro. When I try to, save money in 21 days, is I steal from other people that live close to me.
Yes.
So I'm not actually spending my money. I'm spending their money.
Absolutely.
Like Pedro does this all the time. Drink at home.
Yes.
Yes. Save a ton. You know what I'm saying?
Pam Knox is wise. Listen to her.
Dollar lotion works just as good as the $12 lotion I use to masturbate. Same shit.
For that specifically, yeah.
Yeah, the dollar
but not
lotion.
Like on your elbow. The dollar lotion, you get outside
lotion.
And the sun will beat that motherfucker up.
Right, but I'm saying you can use it to masturbate. So AJ Fit, when you're not lifting weights, you lift your dick and use the cheaper lotion. That's what I'm saying. I got so many good tips. You know what?
Some people gonna be out there like, where's the jack off lotion now? Mm-hmm.
Is that what? Is that
you got jack off lotion here?
I'm just letting y'all know before we get up out of here. I'm gonna let y'all know something. I'm gonna be coming out with a book, 21 days to save money, the No Ho Challenge. This is for all the men and women because women buy hoes too. I don't know why women like Nicole H has tons of hoes. Angela Ford definitely down with Hold'em. Yeah. Raina Love has had she broke a record 4 hoes 4 days. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just letting y'all know something. I'm just putting that out there in the air. And Queen Bee never, out of all of them, never had a hoe. Never had a hoe.
That I didn't like.
Yeah, so, woo, child. See, wait, Nicole Sandler. Okay, she only does.
Like, good
right.
Lord. Oh, good
Nicole Sandler is a bi-monthly hoe buyer. And it's usually because she saves up.
She does it in bulk then.
Right. So she'll have one day of just full on 24-hour hoe to the wall.
A hoe fest.
Until sweat run down their balls.
Hola-palooza.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Look, Queen Bee, what? Okay. Look, shut up. Shut your mouth. We about to get up out of here. Shut your mouth. All right, listen. My Shangry today is I just thought about today's word is mediocrity, and it's tied into caucasity. Yeah! Listen, I know y'all think I'm a racist because I think I am too.
Ew.
It's just the subparness of white people and how they get all of the opportunities in our business. There be subpar ass white people and they get to do all of the things.
You just put one specific zero.
Yeah, that excellent black comics have to do. We have to be super funny, move mountains, and they can move a molehill. We have to win the Super Bowl by which, by the way, y'all won't know anything about this, but a black quarterback broke the record for the most yardage in Super Bowl history, and one of the biggest comebacks in history. It was a black quarterback,
Doug Williams.
You know that, I know that, but a lot of people don't know that because everybody thinks Tom Brady is the GOAT. Tom Brady is not the only one that did it that way, but we elevate them, white and black people too. We elevate white people with their subparness, and not with Tom Brady, but there's a lot of white people that are subpar as fuck, and they get the opportunities. But
you got to pick. You could pick any other white quarterback in the league. Tom Brady's tough.
Okay,
the boy could throw. The boy.
Okay, yeah, but Doug Williams broke all his records.
Doug Williams broke Tom Brady's records. That's not possible.
There's no record that record still stands.
You mean Tom Brady didn't break his record?
He didn't. No, I'm sorry. Right. Thank you. Tom Brady never did 300 yards in a quarter or some 3,000, some crazy shit. I just looked at it. He didn't, score that many points in one quarter.
In a Super Bowl?
In a Super Bowl, yeah, it was Doug Williams. I just looked it up, and for
Doug Williams ain't go to no 10 motherfucking Super Bowls either, though. God damn.
Because
I'm just saying, pick motherfucking.
I'm picking Tom Brady.
Any other white quarterback.
Tom Brady is the devil. Listen, okay.
Sure, but God,
but what I'm saying on the field, why we got a lot of people commenting, and it's the truth. I'm gonna let you know this right now. White people can be subpar, medium at best, and they will get all the benefits of top tier shit. It happens in comedy with these subpar ass comics, and it happens in the presidency. We had to have a president that was a Harvard graduate, top of his class, perfect, never did nothing wrong, and they put in a dumb, idiot, corrupt fucking president, xenophobic, racist president right after that. They can be dumb, stupid, incompetent, fucked up, no moral center, and they still get all the benefits of society. We have to be 1,000,000 times better to just get a crumb. And I am not accepting the white subparness. A white woman sings on fucking Apollo a soul song, and black people lose their fucking mind, scream, "Oh, she's so good." A black woman comes out there and she's singing, blood's coming out of her nose. She's hitting notes that have never been heard before. Other planets. Right. And we go, she was all right. So I'm sick of us accepting the subparness of white people. And I'm saying, hold them at the same bar as us. This is the black people. Hold them at the same. And Adam comes right in with the Trump 2024. All right, Adam.
Speaking of subpar white people.
Speaking of subpar,
There we go. There you go.
and you know I'm telling the truth because we'll get out of here in 1 minute and 30
And
seconds.
we don't need any one white person's support of reparations.
No,
It's a
right.
governmental issue.
It's a governmental issue, and
fuck
it's
your feelings. Facts matter.
just like if you got a student loan and they don't give a fuck if it's 15 years ago, you still got to pay that shit. You're still responsible for it. You're still accountable for it. If you stole money off of somebody 15 years ago and you took their fucking business and it was from illegal means, then you have to pay it. And that's what I'm saying. They do all this subpar, they do all this dirt and subpar shit, and yet they still get to ride off into the sunset. And now Adam
also,
said to you,
he doesn't know. Also, he said that he said another made up word, white subparness. All words are made up, you stupid fuck. So you know what I mean? Like that's how subpar your brain is.
Right. So
that's the subparness of your intelligence. All words are made up. They weren't here before.
Right. In fact, the Webster just has new words that just came out. They made up. Okay, but listen, the bottom line is, I'm not saying all white people are subpar because, as Pedro clearly said, you can't use Tom Brady, but
yeah, he's not white.
You can't use Tom Brady, but I can use it with some of these fucking other comics.
That's not.
Yeah, stop it.
Go on,
use black style, and then you get a millionaire. Stop it.
He committed to the lifestyle though. Black wife, black kids. I mean, you know.
Nigga, what?
Dave's wife ain't black.
Chris Rock ain't got a wife no more.
Who needs one anyways?
Yeah.
All right. So that's it for today, man.
No,
we gotta go.
I know. Everybody, we're gonna burn in hell.
Well, that's make sure you following us on Instagram at Black Pedro at Comedian Shang, so you can always have more of us.
More of this shit, but I'm going to expound on the subparness of white people in a couple posts because I think that it is true. I've seen some very subpar Britney Spears and on that get all of the accolades and don't have all the skills. It's the truth. White privilege is in full effect. And y'all
Britney got her freedom back, man.
She wasn't shaving her head and her pussy on a fucking limo while cameras were rolling.
Well, I wish people would fight for black freedom, black reparations, black equality, like they fought for Britney Spears. So that would be nice. That being said, we will be back here tomorrow, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on a Tuesday for you guys. Until then, Savage AF, fuck your feelings, facts matter. Black Pedro, Comedian Shang.
Bye-bye.
Deuces. Detroit.